Top 6 actors who do their own stunts. Practical stunt performances is a demanding aspect of movie production. It's physically taxing, and a single misstep can be disastrous. Most performers leave it to the experts, but some dare to take the risks themselves. They master various combat techniques, engage in extreme sports, and prepare for months to achieve the perfect action sequence. So, who are the 6 most audacious actors in Tinseltown? What type of stunts have they performed, and which one reigns supreme? Well, let's explore. At number 6, it's Daniel Craig. Unlike previous James Bond actors, Craig has executed many stunts personally. He's nonchalantly walked on building edges, jumped from roofs to balconies, leaped off buildings, and even parkoured down a subway escalator, resulting in knocked out front teeth, a sliced fingertip, and a sprained knee during filming. Over time, one of his most impressive feats was the train fight in Skyfall, shot on a real train moving at 65 kilometers per hour, or 40 miles per hour. You can see Craig clinging onto the digger in this behind-the-scene footage and casually jumping into the carriage. He even fought atop the train for real. But his most daring stunt was in Casino Royale, chasing the villain up a crane and across girders. The crane had the actors 200 feet high, and despite rehearsing the fight on solid ground, performing it at a height was nerve-wracking.
He is my favorite iteration of Bond, and I think it's because of the complexity he's brought to the character and the vulnerability and the brutal sort of potential for violence. I think it's an interesting combination.
At number 5, it's Tom Holland. As a trained gymnast, Holland excels at performing his own stunts. You'll likely remember the iconic scene in Uncharted where he uses wires to jump from box to box on a blue screen, then actually gets hit by a stunt car 17 times and manages to maintain a horizontal body position for the rest of the scene. His Spider-Man stunts are even more impressive. In previous films, Spider-Man swings were mostly computer-generated, but thanks to Holland's acrobatic skills,
no one commits to the physicality like he does. He is there with all the stunt crew, with second unit, doing his stunts as many as he can.
They could film many practical jumps and swings. In the Washington Monument climbing scene, Holland scaled part of a replica with safety ropes, then performed a face-off stunt, backflipping and landing on his back to prevent injury, which Tom executed flawlessly. But before you proceed, remember to like if you're enjoying the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, where were we? At number 4, it's Jason Statham. With a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and skills in kickboxing, karate, and calisthenics. Statham is one of Hollywood's toughest actors. He effortlessly performs his own fight scenes and excels at other stunts, as shown by his ease in climbing a moving truck. He's also unafraid of tasks like leaping off buildings. One of his best stunts is the helicopter fight scene in Crank, where he rehearsed on the ground before actually hanging outside a helicopter to perform it for real. At number 3, it's Keanu Reeves. Reeves is incredibly dedicated to performing his own stunts, including jumping off a 43-story skyscraper in The Matrix. His most impressive feat is the months of training he's invested in the John Wick boot camp. He's renowned for executing long action takes, a result of the stamina built through intense martial art training. In fact, he's become so proficient in judo and jiu-jitsu that he's earned an honorary black belt from the International Judo Federation.
I'm really the ceiling, because the vision is always bigger than me. And when you're the limit, you can always get better.
Reeves also handles firearms with deadly efficiency, thanks to tactical weapons training with an Israeli special ops soldier.
I'm out for his last day of training for John Wick 4, and I get him all ready, and he's getting geared up, and he's loading his mags, and I go, just so... What? What are you talking about? I go, just shoot till it goes down.
And his seamless weapon transitions come from advanced multi-gun training. At number 2, it's Tom Cruise. Cruise's stunts are among Hollywood's most spectacular. In Top Gun Maverick, he flew an FA-18 fighter jet, and due to his G-force training, he avoided passing out on camera, unlike others.
I think when you see the film, you really feel what it's like to be a Top Gun pilot. You can't fake that. You can't fake the G-forces, you can't fake the vibration, you can't fake what it looks like to be in one of these fighter jets.
Mission Impossible features some of the best stunts ever. Many incredibly dangerous, like climbing and swinging around the world's tallest building. For Rogue Nation, he trained with an expert freediver for an underwater stunt, holding his breath for up to 6 minutes. In Fallout, Cruise learned to pilot a helicopter and even performed a halo jump, typically reserved for military personnel. The king of stunts is Jackie Chan. Chan is undoubtedly a martial arts master who choreographs most fight scenes himself. But what earns him the top spot are the wild stunts he's performed since the 1970s. His first major stunt was in Project A, where he dangles from a clock tower, loses his grip, and falls 3 stories, resulting in severe neck injuries. His stunts in the Police Story films were equally crazy, like jumping off a mall balcony without safety wires, and sliding down a pole without gloves, suffering electric shocks, second-degree burns, a fractured finger, and a pelvic injury. The most daring stunt was sliding down a skyscraper in Who Am I?, which took him 2 weeks to build up the courage to attempt.